first thing we look for is to make sure that these numbers 5 are actually available 5 days. And then we start making small adjustments downward because, you know, we've had this price at 370 for about a month or more, and no one has bought it. So we have to slowly reduce that price to make it so that it's within the market. You get your biggest reservations about 3 months out or more. So as you get into closer, like 2 months, 1 month out, you're going to be losing price. So you should always try to slowly decrease your prices 2-3 months out until you get booked. That's when you get your maximum price. You can see I'm reducing my price all the way out into September because I know that I want to get these big bookings, and if I wait until August, the price is going to go down. So that's my logic on that. It just comes from experience. And I know from experience, this apartment, the maximum I'll ever get in this apartment is probably $350. So I tried for a while to get $370, and I might have gotten like 1 reservation, but it's above market. So I'm going to drop it down to $350 and see if I can get there. I'll give it a couple weeks, and if in a couple weeks it still isn't getting booked, maybe I'll drop it down to like $340. But I won't go below $330 because I won't go below $330 until like August, because I know that in September and October prices are about at least 10% higher. And this apartment gets around $300 a night. In peak season, which is like June, I'd say May, June, and then in September, October, you get even 10% more usually. So if it's $300, $330 is what I should be getting in September, October, but I'll try to get $350 if I can. So that's kind of how New York works in terms of the pricing. That's how the seasonality works. May and June, you get like $300 a night for the 2-bedroom, and then in September, October, you can get up to $350, $330. So, this week you see I have increased the price because it's the marathon. You can get people to pay more because it's the marathon weekend. This is Thanksgiving, but maybe that's too high for that $350. The beginning of December is slower. Then it picks up obviously around the 20th, that weekend. This is probably too high. Oops. There. Drop this down. This weekend after New Year's, price comes down, but not down to like the winter prices like January and February. If someone wants to book like the 29th, they have to book 7 days, but they have to pay a higher price in these days, not as high as like during the peak Christmas time. So you'll see like the price will be high here, and then normally I'll do is I'll drop it down. I'll change this here actually. I'll make this like $350. That ensures if they want to book just a couple last days of the month and get the New Year's and not get all the days before it, that at least ensures that they're forced to book some of this first week in January, which is a nice boost at an inflated rate. So that's what I'll do there. And then I'll drop the January price down to, the low we usually get in January, which is going to be anywhere from at $199 it's good actually, but I'll try to do $220. You want to make sure we basically just break even in January. Just a little bit here. Actually, this is President's Day weekend, I think. I don't know what President's Day is. It's Monday, 17th. That's a popular weekend to travel. So we'll just that weekend. And the rest of the weekends we'll drop it down. Hey, how's it going? Good. How about yourself?
Listen.
Are you the manager?
Laundry guy.
Oh, got it.
26.
Small laundries, I'll do.
We're all short. Just here.
Yeah, thank you.
No, I worked so hard not getting the big stuff. I wrote on the bags and I took them out last time. If they're on the bill.
These little days in the middle, these open days, we usually want to put up lower price. Like if it's normally booking at 300, we might drop it to 250. But if it's only one night, we'll keep it high because one night bookings are more dangerous, so we want to get paid for it. Risk. See, it's just a 3. There's only 3 days available. We do adjust that to 3. Drop the price a little bit. If you're going to get all 3 days booked, you drop the price a little bit so that you can get the more attractive to people. Three, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, right? That's our strategy. 3, 5, 4. Okay. Of July, raise it up a little bit. Probably drop this down a little bit. We're not getting any bookings in July, so let's drop it down. July is a little bit of a slower month than June and May. It's still good, but it's not as good as May or June. Drop it down a little bit. Start by dropping down the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday rates. See how that, start with that, and then if nothing gets hit, then start dropping down the weekend by a little bit. We're about 2 months out now. This is the point when we start wanting to get things booked. So we'll just kind of slowly drop it until it gets booked. You do it like little at a time, 3 to 5% at a time, every week or two, 3 to 5% until it gets booked. And that's the way to maximize. And then every time I'm in a listing, I want to just kind of check to see, make sure everything's all the minimum night stays are correct. Make sure the pricing makes sense. We're not missing anything. So we can actually adjust. Remember, we'll increase the price a little bit on this weekend. You can see how it's a little darker green here. This actually Price Labs recognizes that it's a bit higher. It's a bit more demand in that particular weekend because of President's Day. So, congratulations, Price Labs. You actually were able to identify a trend. Sometimes you can use Price Labs, the color coding, to kind of your advantage. If they have a darker color, you can kind of think maybe there's more demand, and that can be helpful sometimes. I mean, this is ridiculous. These prices are not realistic. 730 now, so that's why sometimes it's wrong. So, look at these numbers. Here's the 40 there. It's kind of high, so I'll go in there and see what's going on. So I'm going to adjust anything. Okay, now that I'm in here, I see end of May is empty. You're going to get this too high for during the week. This last minute, drop that down by $50. Okay. 29. Start dropping a little bit. I'm not going to drop too much because June is a peak month. There's a lot of demand in June, we know that, so we're not going to drop it too much. Even though it is a month out, a month away, we're not going to drop it too much because we know how good June is from experience. There'll probably be a lot of last minute people coming in to the city for a weekend in June or travel, so we don't want to go too low. We know that this apartment should book between 450 and 500, so we're kind of in the middle now, which is fine. If we stay in the middle, that's fine. Remember, September is a stronger month, so our prices go up by about 10%. We'll leave this as is for now. If we don't keep book, we'll come back and reuse it. Remember, November's a little bit weaker, so we drop the price. Change our minimum nights to 4 on the weekends and 3 during the week. It's a weaker month, so we got to be more flexible. Remember how we do the 5? We have a big 10-day minimum stay on the 24th and 25th. Because if someone books the 24th, we don't want them to book the 24th through the 1st. Because they're taking both the major holidays, Christmas and New Year's, and they're not getting any of these days, and it's leaving, so we want to force them, to do a 10-day, so if they book on the 24th, they at least have to book until the 3rd. Does that make sense? You're getting a bit of an extra bonus there. But if they want to book this, the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, that's perfectly fine with us, right? If someone wants to just book these days, it's perfectly fine, so we make the minimum date, make it lower. Once you pass the 1st, these days aren't as attractive. Okay. Change this to 350. This is a long way away, so we increase our price to 500. That's probably what we're going to get maximum that month, and we make it all 5 night minimum stays. Just because it's so far away that we have time to adjust it, and we'll just, if someone wants to make an odd booking way out in the future, it's fine with us. So again. Alright, so we're here. This is 15 days out, this is 30 days out, and this is 60 days out. We have we're pretty good here. We can take a look. We're pretty well booked up. every week or so, good to go in here and just trying to look at the pricing, making sure that our prices are up to date. As reservations come in, we're adjusting the minimum night stays. You know, we're doing all the right things. So we're making sure we're getting booked up. This is about a month out. Haven't gotten booked this week, so we'll increase a little bit, decrease the price a little bit. Not much. It's June, remember, still June, so we're not gonna go too low. We should get at least 300 a night for this apartment. So I'm expecting this one to get booked pretty quickly. But we don't want to get in a situation where we're last minute having to drop our price by $50 to get booked, you know. So this is a 39 minutes, so this should be 5. See, this should be 5. Change. Maybe increase to 310. It's June, still a month away. We know we'll get booked at 300 probably. So here we do a quick scan, make sure our prices get 5 here. Okay, there's 5 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. That means they have to book on Wednesday. See, they're forced to book on Wednesday because they got to take 5 days. They got to be. We could probably change to 4 now because there's like. Make it so that they can book Wednesday through Sunday, and that will be open. That's okay. Same thing here. Close July. Increase the price a little bit for the July weekend. August. Still it's a bit. September. Okay. October. It's probably too high. And it's tedious, it's slow, but you have to do it this way. So we'll drop all these 350. Same way we did earlier in the video. Same thinking. This is Halloween week, the 31st. I had increased the gold. We'll increase it a bit, but we'll decrease it by a bit so it's not too high. Halloween weekends. It's going too crazy. That's it for this video. Thanks, guys.